say, as far as titles are concerned, Phil has really come up with a lot of idea titles and a little direction to Tom and I. I know with the Prelude Implicit, you give me some title suggestions and just maybe a little thought of what his thinking was behind that title, and then we would embellish that, and sometimes it turns out to be something totally different, but it all worked out great.
Yeah, like for example, there's a song called Section 60 on the Prelude Implicit, and that was Phil's idea. I didn't know what Section 60 was. He called me up and said, look at these YouTube videos, look at these photos and stuff, and it'll affect you, and it certainly did, and that song came out. So a lot of this stuff does come from Phil, kind of. He's always thinking back there, and he'll throw ideas at us and say, what do you guys think of this?
And it does take on. It gets to a point where a song does take on a life of its own.
Yeah.
And you start to get in the realm of that title, or you start getting the flavor of that song. Just
Yeah.
in chord changes,
Yeah,
and when you're writing something, you get a feel for something. And I think what really is a trick, which these two guys are the masters of, are just taking transitions from different kinds of progressions and making the song flow, changing the music from verse to chorus to interlude and making everything tie together but still stay in that same flavor. So that just seems to take on a life of its own, and how our songs seem to progress over time.
Yeah, and the other thing with Phil is that Phil would send me drum beats, and both Tom and I have written songs just based on a beat that Phil came up with in his house, and he'll send us a video and say, hey guys, I came up with this beat, what do you think? I mean, Animals on the Roof, and at least 4 or 5 songs on the 2 records just came from Phil sending me a beat. And
Wasn't With This Heart just...
With This Heart was yes, With This Heart, Animals
came
on the
out of a
Roof.
drum beat?
There was another one. There was a few others too. Crowded Isolation.
Yeah.
And another one as well. So yeah, it's nice to have those. You just never know where just a little piece of inspiration like that will lead you.